Hello friends, myself Dr. Rajji Gupta, working as Assistant Professor in Srimati M.D. Patel Institute of Physical Science and Research, Anand. This college is affiliated to Sardar Patel University, Anand, Vallabh Vidyanagar. The course name is MSc Organic Chemistry. The semester is first semester. The subject is Organic Chemistry first. Its subject code is PS01 CCHE22. The unit number is 4, which is aromatic substitution reactions. In this unit, electrophilic and nucleophilic substitution reactions are involved. In this lecture, I am going to discuss on the topic of orientation in other ring systems, means other than simple benzene ring systems. uh, the orientation of these aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions like pyridine, pyrroles, and naphthalene. Aromatic electrophilic substitution in pyridine. So it is a aromatic heterocyclic ring which contains a heteroatom which is nitrogen atom. Here we can see this nitrogen atom. So for electrophilic substitution, there are three places or three positions are available for the substitution of this electrophile. The position is the position second, position third, and position fourth, or we can say the alpha position, beta, and gamma. So there are three positions are available where this electrophile may add. So which radioisomer, alpha, beta, or gamma, which radioisomer will formed as the major product? So we see the resonating structures by the addition of this electrophile on this aromatic ring. So in this first step, when electrophile attacks on this aromatic system and form sigma complex or valent intermediate, so we see the stability of these valent intermediate using or forming the resonating structures of that intermediate. So first, the attack has been made on beta position or position number 3. Here nitrogen get position number 1 according to IUPAC nomenclature, this position 2, and this is 3, or this is beta position. When this electrophile adds on this beta position, then the pi electrons which are present here moves to this side, and this pi bond converts into a sigma bond, and we say it is a sigma complex. Now here a positive charge created. Now we show the resonating structure. This is the first resonating structure of this valent intermediate. Now the electron movement we can show like this. These pi electrons move to this side and positive charge goes to on this carbon atom. Then this pi electrons go to this side and we get positive charge on this. Now further movement of this positive charge is not possible because this carbon atom is sp3 hybridized. So total 3 resonating structures we are obtaining in case of beta addition. Okay. Now see the alpha addition. If we add this on alpha position, then also we can show these 3 resonating structures by the movement of these pi electrons like this. Okay. So there are total 3 resonating structures in case of alpha. Now the attack on gamma position, we also get these 3 resonating structures. These pi electrons moves to this sigma bond form, and here this positive charge created a carbocation on this carbon atom. Now these pi electrons move to this side and this positive charge goes to on nitrogen atom. Now in second resonating structure, these pi electrons move from this side to this side and this positive charge goes to on this carbon atom. So observe in alpha and gamma attack, alpha and gamma attack, we are getting or we are obtaining a resonating structure where positive charge comes on this nitrogen atom. The nitrogen atom, which is a more electronegative atom than carbon, so positive charge on this nitrogen atom is not favorable. So due to presence of this positive charge on this nitrogen atom in this resonating structure, so this resonating structure is very less stable. This last one resonating structure for alpha attack, and this middle one resonating structure for this gamma attack. So these both resonating structures which are very less stable, so ultimately the overall stability of this Wieland intermediate which is formed by alpha or gamma attack will be very less stable. Okay, that intermediate is very less stable. But in case of beta attack or carbon number 3, we don't get this type of resonating structure where nitrogen atom gets positive charge. So in all the three structures in beta attack, we don't get this type of structure where nitrogen, the positive charge goes to on nitrogen atom. So these all three structures are more stable, and these three resonant structures provide more stability to that Wieland intermediate. So obviously here beta position attack of this electrophile is more favorable compared to alpha and gamma. So actually in this radiochemical outcome we will get the three substituted pyridine molecule. Okay, so we get three substituted or derivative at third number. So obviously what we say, the resonance forms with a positive charge on nitrogen, that is 6 electrons, are very unfavorable. Okay, so here the charge on nitrogen atom, or we can say the octet of nitrogen atom lost due to these two resonating structures where positive charge is coming on this nitrogen atom, so it becomes 6 electron system instead of 8. So its octet is incomplete in these two resonating structures, so alpha and gamma is not favorable. The beta substituted intermediate and the transition state leading to this product. Okay, so this will be the major product. It have more stable resonance forms than the intermediate transition state leading to the gamma and alpha products. So obviously here the beta isomer will form in major amount. So this is the reaction of, so what is the orientation? What we say, the orientation means there are three possibilities of this orientation, alpha, beta, gamma, but the incoming electrophile will orient only on the beta position. Now this is a reaction is shown for pyridine with halogenation, that is chlorination and bromination. Chlorination could be done in presence of AlCl3. Obviously this is a Lewis acid which creates Cl plus electrophile, and here Br2 and oleum could be used, and these are the temperatures. So we can easily observe that these Cl plus electrophile goes to at beta position, and here Br plus electrophile goes to at beta position. So these are the reactions where we can easily observe that the orientation is results, these orientation results the addition of or substitution of this incoming electrophile on beta position. Now orientation in pyrrole, furans, thiophene in these heterocyclic systems, which are 5-membered ring systems, heterocyclic systems, where in furans the heteroatom is oxygen, in pyrroles the heteroatom is nitrogen, and thiophenes the heteroatom is sulfur. So we are seeing only the one example, that is pyrroles. So electrophilic substitution reaction in pyrroles, so what will be the orientation or what will be the radioselectivity? So see, here the incoming electrophile could add on position 2 or position 3. Okay, so two types of positions are available. In case of pyridine, there was three types of positions are will be available, but in case of pyrrole, furan and thiophene, only two different positions are available. Okay, position number 2 and position number 3, or we can say position is first is alpha and it is beta. So what is the radioselectivity? How we see it? By the addition of this electrophile on this aromatic ring. So when this electrophile is added at alpha position, then these pi electrons are shifted to this or provided to this electrophile and forms a sigma bond instead of these pi electrons. Now here we can see this is the VLAN intermediate or sigma complex, and these are the four resonating structures. Okay, sorry, total three resonating structures. Total three resonating structures we are seeing, and the last one is the product where this hydrogen removed as H plus ion. So overall it is addition and elimination, that is overall substitution. So these three resonating structures we are obtaining. How we are getting these resonating structures? See, when these electrons move to this side, these electrons we can a movement like this, then the lone pair which are present on this heteroatom will move to this side. See, in the pyrrole molecule or thiophene or furan, the lone pair which is present on this heteroatom is involved in resonance, is involved in this delocalization. So it provides the total 6 pi electrons. So it becomes it follows 4n plus 2 Huckel rule and shows aromaticity. So these electrons on, suppose if it is a pyrrole, then it will be nitrogen atom, and nitrogen atom which contains one lone pair, that non pair is called a Huckel lone pair, which is involved in this resonance. But in case of furan and thiophene which contains oxygen or sulfur atoms, on these oxygen and sulfur atoms there are two lone pairs are present. On single atom, two lone pairs. So one lone pair work as Huckel lone pair which is involved in this resonance, and the other lone pair will be non-Huckel lone pair which will be localized and does not involve in this delocalization. So we can show this movement like this. The positive charge comes on this heteroatom. Now in second resonant structure, these electrons move to this side, we can show like this, and positive charge comes on this side. Now these electrons and we get this. So total three resonant structures we are getting in case of alpha addition. In case of beta addition, we get only and only two resonant structures, only two resonant structures of VLAN intermediate. So how we made this structure? Movement of electrons we can show like this. Now the electrons which are Huckel lone pairs, we can show the movement like this. So these are appeared here, and positive charge comes on this heteroatom. Now in second resonant structure, what we can show, these electrons move to on back on this heteroatom, and we get positive charge on this. So only two resonant structures are possible. So we know that the rules, that any intermediate which has highest number of resonant structures, that intermediate will be more stable, obviously. So this intermediate which is formed by the addition of electrophile on alpha position is more stable. So this alpha product is more stable compared to beta product. Okay, so what is the orientation in pyrrole? In pyrrole, the orientation favors the incoming electrophile on alpha position instead of beta position. Okay, in case of pyridine it was beta position. Okay, in case of pyridine the most stable product was that where beta addition takes place. But in case of this here, the alpha position is more favorable in all the three compounds: furan, pyrroles and thiophene. Now we can see the reactivity of these three compounds and also benzene towards this ARSE reaction. The pyrrole is most reactive towards ARSE reaction, then the number is for furan, then thiophene, and last one is benzene. So benzene is least reactive and pyrrole is most reactive in these four compounds. Thiophene is most aromatic in character and undergoes Slowet reaction, means the molecule which has high aromatic character, that will be less stable towards these aromatic substitution reactions, electrophilic substitution reactions. So benzene is most aromatic, then thiophene, then furan and pyrrole. So this is the simple order of reactivity. Pyrrole and furan react under very mild conditions. Okay, alpha substitution favored over beta substitution, as I explained. More resonance forms for intermediate in case of alpha substitution, and so the charge is less localized. Okay, which charge? That this positive charge. This positive charge is less localized, or we can say it is more delocalized in case of alpha addition. So these resonance structures are more stable. So it also applies to the transition states of these substitutions. Now the third molecule is naphthalene. So what will be the orientation in naphthalene? In naphthalene, two benzene rings or two aromatic rings are fused. So bromination of naphthalene can occur at C1 or at C2 position. Bromination means the addition of any electrophile could take place on C1 carbon or C2 carbon, means only two positions are available in naphthalene for this substitution reaction, that is position number 1 and position number 2. Now this position number 3, position number 6 and position number 7, these three positions are very similar to, chemical equivalent to position number 2. Then position number 4, 5 and 8, these are exactly similar to position number 1. So only two types of carbon atoms or two types of positions are available for this electrophilic substitution reaction. So what we have to do to find out the orientation, just draw the resonance structures of these intermediates. The intermediate which is formed by the addition of this incoming electrophile on position number 1 and position number 2. So here the addition, the substitution is made in presence of Br2 and FeBr3, we get 1 bromo naphthalene. Okay, that is 1 bromo naphthalene. So how we are getting these? Just add this bromine atom incoming electrophile on this position number 1 by the movement of these pi electrons outside the ring to bromine electrophile. So we are getting this type of carbocation which is sigma complex or Wheelan intermediate. This is the first resonance structure of this C1 addition. Now we can show the electron movements like this. Here the second resonance structure we have prepared just by the movement of these pi electrons in this complete aromatic system, that is second benzene ring. Here in this first resonance structure only sigma bond or single bond is shown, but in second resonance structure here double bond is shown. Once the shifting is shown just like here, it goes to here, here and like this. So these both resonance structures are entirely different structures. Now how we can prepare third resonance structure just move these electrons to this side, and we get positive charge on this first position. Okay, this fourth number carbon atom. Now this pi system, this aromatic system is intact and similar to first one. Okay, so it is also a different resonance structure. Now again we can show the movement of these pi system, pi electron aromatic system like this. Okay, so total 4 resonance structures we are getting. Now what we can do, now we can disturb the aromaticity of this second ring by the movement of these pi electrons to this side. Okay, so these are, we are shifting like this. So we are getting positive charge on this carbon atom. Okay, this carbon atom, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, this is ninth number carbon atom, we are getting positive charge. Now the movement like this resonance structure. Now the last movement this, and we are getting this resonating structure. So total 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, total 7 resonating structures we can form. These all the 7 resonating structures are different. So total 7 resonating structures are available for this alpha addition, or we can say this carbon number 1 addition. But in case of C2 addition, we are getting only 6 resonating structures. See how we do the movement of these electrons. Just move these electrons to this side on carbon number 2, and we get this additive product, addition of this bromine, and positive charge created on this carbon number 1. Now we can show the movement. Just change the pi electron places in this resonance structure. So this is the second. Now what we do, we can show the movement of these electrons from this side to this side. Okay, so what we are getting, we have shown these resonance structures like this. This electron moves to this side and this goes to this side. So we are getting this resonance structure. Okay, the positive charge comes on this side. Now further, how can we move the electrons? This movement like this, and we get on this position. Now further, the movement is this electron movement, and we are getting this. And now the last movement, that is from this side to this side, and we are getting positive charge on this carbon number 8. So total 6 resonant structures are possible if we make substitution on carbon number 2. So obviously that intermediate will be more stable where number of resonance structures are more. So here 7 and here 6. So the addition on carbon number 1 or substitution or carbon number 1 will give more stable intermediate. So obviously we get 1 bromo naphthalene. So it will be the major product according to this stability of these Wheeland intermediate. So what is saying here, attack at C1 leads to 7 resonance forms. Okay, 4 of which are stabilized by aromaticity. Attack at C2 leads, and 6 total resonant forms, only 2 of which are resonance stabilized. Therefore attack at C1 is more favorable. So this attack on C1, so we can see the orientation. The orientation orients these incoming electrophile towards the carbon number 1. So because it is more favorable due to formation of more stable carbocation or more stable Wheeland intermediate. So now the reaction is shown of naphthalene with sulfuric acid, that is sulfonation reaction, at different temperatures, 80 degrees Celsius and 165 degrees Celsius. So this sulfonation actually a reversible process. It is a reversible process where at low temperature generally sulfonation takes place, but if we provide high temperature then the reaction can be reversible. So here two types of controlled reactions are shown, that is thermodynamically controlled and kinetically controlled reactions, that is sulfonation. At high temperature generally we see thermodynamically controlled reaction, but in case of low temperature, that is 80 degrees Celsius, we observe kinetically controlled reaction. In kinetically controlled reaction, the formed intermediate will be more stable and the formed product will be less stable, but the case will be reversed in case of thermodynamically controlled. In thermodynamically controlled reaction, generally the formed intermediates or transition states will be less stable, but the formed product obviously will be more stable. So it is a thermodynamic control where we get more stable product. Okay, so what is seeing here, we can explain. The left hand isomer is clearly the kinetically controlled or favored product, this left hand side. So generally kinetically controlled products are formed generally at lower temperature values, and the right hand side isomer is the thermodynamically controlled product, that is product number 2. So this product number 1 is C1 substituted and product number 2 is C2 substituted. Okay, generally what we see in the earlier slide, the position number 1 is more favorable compared to position number 2. So this favorability actually we say at kinetically controlled concept or at low temperature. So how we explain this? If we look these intermediate leading to two isomers, we see that we can draw 7 resonance structures for the left hand side leading to naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid. This is naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid, but only 6 resonance structures for right hand side reaction. This is right hand side reaction for the 2 isomer, which is naphthalene 2 sulfonic acid. So obviously in kinetically controlled we are getting more stable intermediate but less stable product, and in case of thermodynamically controlled we are getting less stable intermediate and more stable product. So what I am saying, these are whole things are explained in this slide. This is the naphthalene molecule. The two substitutions are made at position number 1 and position number 2. So these two intermediates are formed. Here obviously we can see that the one arenium ion that is and that is 2 arenium ion and it is 1 arenium ion. So it my mistake, these are placed as, this is 1 arenium ion, sorry, with respect to sulfonic acid addition, actually C1 addition. Okay, 1 arenium ion and 2 arenium ion. Obviously the 1 arenium ion is more stable, as we have learned in the previous slide. Here one substitution intermediate is more stable due to presence of these 7 resonant structures. So it is more stable intermediate and this is less stable intermediate. Now in second step, when hydrogen is removed as H plus ion, that is elimination step, we get the final product. It is naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid and it is naphthalene 2 sulfonic acid. Here we can compare the potential energies of these two products based on the steric hindrance factor. Okay, based on the steric hindrance factor. See, in case of substitution on position number 1, this position number 1 is very close or very near to this hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom. Okay, this position is very close, so here a steric hindrance created. But in case of substitution on position number second, this type of steric hindrance is very less or almost absent. So here we can say in this substitution 2, position number 2, the steric hindrance is very less compared to this substitution position number 1. So obviously this 2 naphthalene sulfonic acid is more stable product compared to 1 naphthalene sulfonic acid. So what we say, this first reaction is kinetically controlled, where we see more stable intermediate but less stable product. But in this second reaction, which is thermodynamically controlled, the formation of intermediate that is intermediate has very high energy compared to this intermediate, but the product is more stable than the first one. So how this intermediate is formed in case of thermodynamically controlled? Because in thermodynamically controlled reaction we are providing very high temperature, which is 165 degrees Celsius, which is almost doubled compared to this 80 degrees Celsius. So we are providing very high temperature in thermodynamically controlled reaction. So at that very high temperature, the substrate molecules gets more excited because the high energy is available in the reaction mixture. So these are more excited, and the formation of this 2 rhenium ion is more favorable, because the presence of high energy or high heat in the reaction mixture, the formation of these less stable intermediates could form. So transition state leading to one isomer will be lower in energy, and naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid will be formed fastest. It is called kinetically favored product. Means in the presence of less temperature, the 1 rhenium ion will be formed in higher amount, and the 1 sulfonic acid will be formed fastest, and this reaction will be kinetically controlled. But naphthalene 2 sulfonic acid is a few kilocalorie per mole more stable than its 1 isomer. This is due to an adverse 1,8 steric interaction present in the 1 isomer. So this is 1,8 steric interaction. This is interaction. It is 1,8 because it is position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is position number 1 and this is position number 8. So we can easily observe this by seeing this molecule, this 1,8 steric interaction, which is a repulsive type interaction, okay, which is repulsive interaction, which increases the potential energy of the product or molecule due to this steric hindrance, okay. So this product is less stable, which is formed in case of kinetically controlled, but the product second, which is formed in thermodynamically controlled, is more stable. So this product will be formed at a high temperature value, because the formation of these less stable intermediate could be formed in the presence of high temperature. Because the sulfonation reaction is reversible, if we run it long enough at high temperature favoring reversibility, eventually we will wind up with the thermodynamically preferred, that is more stable product, the 2 isomer. Means if we run this reaction for a long time, then obviously we are moving towards thermodynamically controlled reaction where more stable product will be formed, and this more stable product will not break easily and will not form that naphthalene and the sulfuric acid. So here reaction coordinate diagram or energy profile diagram is shown for this sulfonation reaction with naphthalene. Here the product, here the reactant is shown, and here the two products are shown, and the reaction is occurring on two temperatures, kinetically controlled, where the temperature is 80 degrees Celsius, and second is thermodynamically controlled, where the reaction temperature is almost around 160 degree. So in kinetically controlled reaction, we can observe that the energies of these transition states and also intermediate is lower. Energies or potential energies are lower compared to thermodynamically controlled reactions, because in thermodynamically controlled reaction the reaction temperature is high, almost doubled. So at this condition, these substrates and other reaction reagents acquire or high energy, because high energy is available. So here obviously low stable intermediates generally formed in case of thermodynamically controlled. But in kinetical controlled, we can see that the less energy is available in reaction mixture, so the more stable intermediate will be formed. So here the stability of transition state and intermediate is lesser in kinetically controlled, but it is higher for thermodynamically controlled. But the position is different in case of products. In case of thermodynamically controlled reaction, we get more stable product which is lesser in its potential energy, but in case of kinetically controlled, we are getting high energy product, high energy containing product or less stable product, because here this 1-8 steric interaction is present. So these are the two reaction types that is depend on the reaction temperature, which is kinetically controlled and thermodynamically controlled, where we are getting two products. In thermodynamically controlled, the 2 isomer is a major product, but in case of kinetically controlled, the 1 isomer product is a major product. So this is all about the orientation in that aromatic rings other than simple benzene ring. So thank you for listening the lecture.